I believe opposition is doing what they're supposed to do. You know, I want to tell Kenyans we should not feel as if we have a problem when opposition criticizes the government. That is work of opposition. They are doing their job. We can't have a country without opposition. But what we should tell them is, as a politic, there's nothing as being an opposition member of parliament. You are elected as a member of parliament, you are elected as a senator, you are elected as a governor. So as a politic also, they need to know that there are people who elected them and they are expecting development. And secondly, as we politic, let's do politics with respect. Because I've listened to some of NASA leaders and members of parliament, and some of the things they are saying lack respect totally. We can't do politics of insults. We want to have an opposition that criticizes the government objectively, not insulting. The difference between insulting the people and criticizing the government. And the work of opposition is to check the government. And when they do that, we'll be very happy. Because when the government is put on check, we also achieve development. So we are not against them checking the government, but we do politics objectively, without insults.
I do not think there is any government that has been subservient to the law more than the current Jubilee administration. I am not aware of any government, not in Kenya, not elsewhere, that has complied with legal processes and due process. Time will fail me to talk about the ICC process, which was an international legal process, and how the current leadership of Jubilee, President and the Deputy President, complied with that process to the end, painful as it was. Similarly, you will recall recently, just a few months ago, Kenya was in the world headlines for having broken the record and setting the pace and trailblazing by having a sitting head of state who has won a re-election, clear, fair and square, accepts a decision of a court of law to nullify that election and to order a repeat election. Having said that, in the unlikely event that somebody or some organization has failed to honor a court order, I can assure you that the law provides a remedy, and the remedy is called contempt of court proceedings. So there is nothing really to make people worried that if, for example, a certain official, a certain agency has not complied with the law, then there is a crisis. There is no crisis because there are always contempt of court proceedings, and so for me, if anybody is aggrieved, that is the route to take. Otherwise, this is a happy country, good country, law-abiding, and all of us respect the Constitution. We respect the judiciary, but the judiciary should also respect Parliament and respect the executive, because respect is both ways. It cannot be one way.